I want to talk to you a little bit about my new build. This is an Armattan Japalura, and I know that Stu and a couple other guys reviewed it, so this is going to be my own point of view. This is the little baby brother of the Chameleon, and it looks a lot like it too. It's a 3-inch with 1407 motors. Now, the one thing that for example, Stu said in his channel was that it's a bit of a porker. But before I built it, I planned ahead. I knew it was going to be, it can be built kind of heavy, so I chose like the best parts I could to make it as light as possible. So the first thing I did was I used a KISS CC all-in-one, and that would make it so that I eliminate a lot of the boards and just have everything on one board. Then I went with Unify trap. It's an Armattan Japalura. It's a 3-inch quad, and I know a couple of the guys on YouTube reviewed it, like Stu from UAV. Oh, my batteries. Okay, again. Then I used a Unify Pro HV video transmitter and an XM Plus receiver. The camera is a standard. This is Swift 2. The reason I picked this one is because not only does it have a microphone, but it has an OSD, which out of the box the KISS CC does not, unless you add one. The motors are the Armattan 1407, 3850 kV is what it is, yeah. And yeah, it flies really well. I'm gonna put some flight footage at the end of the video. And you know, the one thing is that the way it came together was very, very good. Very easy to build. Everything, the instructions were very clear. It's nice that because it's kind of high, there's a lot of space to fit everything in it, and it doesn't matter too much because you put the battery at the bottom anyway, so your CG is fine regardless. You can put the battery at the top, but at 30 millimeters, I think it's kind of high for something this small. You know, on a regular 4 or 5 inch quad, 30 millimeters is not bad, but on a 3-inch you can definitely feel it. So having the battery so high isn't that great. I still set it up so I could switch it and try it, and I tried both, but even though I usually fly with a top mounted battery, on this one, bottom was definitely better. I decided to put a whip antenna on it simply to reduce weight, and you know, that saves a good 5 or 10 grams. So everywhere I could, I saved weight. And one thing I did was I put a ready-made RC carbon plate on top of the FC in order to stick the XM Plus on the bottom of it and the video transmitter on top in order to keep everything isolated. So there's O-rings to isolate the FC as well. And there you have it. Oh, important. So it is, some guys are building these and they're coming out to like 220, 215 grams, and that's way too heavy for a 3-inch. But this one comes in at 6 ounces. Hold on, let me change this. Come on. Oh, there you go, okay. So it comes in at 190. So it's a good 20 or 30 grams lighter than some of these guys that are building this thing at. Ideally, I would like to see it at 175, but there's not a whole lot more weight I can cut off of this thing. It's just kind of a heavy frame as it is, but 190 is definitely not bad for a 3-inch freestyle frame. If I were racing, I'd like something more along the lines of 160, but yeah, this is fine for freestyle.
Yeah! So flies so freaking nice. I like you. I like you a lot.